Hey you guys! So before keto, one of my favorite foods was rice, and I really enjoy Mexican rice. So I thought I would share with you guys today how I make Instant Pot Mexican rice. So the ingredients are pretty simple. So we're going to first get started by heating up our Instant Pot. So you just want to turn on the saute function, and you're just going to set it for about 8 to 10 minutes. I usually just set mine for 10. And to the pot, we are going to add a couple tablespoons of oil. I'm just using olive oil, but you can use whatever you like, avocado, vegetable oil, whatever your preference is. And then to that, we are going to add 1 cup of just standard long grain white rice. And we're just going to, just stir that together to coat all of the rice with the oil. And then we're going to continue to cook this for about 8 to 10 minutes until it gets nice and toasty and light brown. And it should also, you should notice it because it'll start to smell. I actually think it smells more like popcorn. It's very fragrant once it starts getting toasty. So you're going to want to stir it ever so often. And then once it does get toasty, just turn off the saute function, and then you will add your tomato sauce. So this is 1/3 cup of tomato sauce. And you're just going to stir that in and just let it cook with the rice for about 30 seconds. And then we are going to add in some hot water. So you're going to add 1.5 cups of just hot water. And you're just going to stir this until the tomato sauce and the water all combines, because the tomato sauce will start to dry out a little bit when you first add it to the rice. So we just want to get those combined together well. And then we will add in our seasonings. So for the seasonings, I am using 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. If you're worried it's going to be too salty, you could cut back to 1/4 teaspoon. And then I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And then I am going to add 3 teaspoons of chicken bouillon powder and 1/2 teaspoon of tomato bouillon. Or you could use, if you use the tomato bouillon cubes, just use a 1/4 of it, so 1/4 of the cube. So that is what I'm using here. So you're just going to stir those in until everything's well combined. But if you are using the bouillon cubes, you just want to make sure those start to dissolve. And then we are going to add some pepper. So I'm actually using some poblano peppers. So I'm using about 1/3 of a poblano, and I just have it chopped into 2 pieces. But you could use jalapeno, Anaheim, even bell pepper, which is actually what I prefer. I actually like this better with bell pepper. But you're just going to pop those on top, because I'm going to actually fish them out later once the rice is done, because no one in my family likes the cooked peppers. But if you do like cooked peppers, feel free to dice these up and add it to the rice. All right, so then we're just going to pop the lid on, and you're going to make sure it's set to sealing, and then you're going to press your pressure cook button, and we are going to set this for 3 minutes. So you'll just wait for it to come up to pressure, and then it will cook for 3 minutes. And once that is done, you're going to let it naturally release for 10 minutes. Now, after 10 minutes, you do want to turn it off and release any remaining pressure. And I am just going to just take these peppers out. Again, you can leave them in if you like. So I'm just going to remove those and quickly fluff up this rice. It will seem a little sticky at first, but once you fluff it up and remove it from the Instant Pot, it does dry out a little bit and it's not as sticky. So I would take this out of the pot as soon as it's finished so that it doesn't continue to cook. And that is basically it, you guys. Super simple, comes out perfect every time, really delicious, and I totally miss Mexican rice being on keto. All right, you guys, so that is it. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.